May the Most High Creator of all bless us. Okay, now, now that you understand and you're getting a grasp on things through looking at the videos carefully and diligently understanding and trying to learn of what I'm saying, all right, we begin to understand through ancient times this is what my people were talking about. Okay, they have destroyed our depictions and put their depictions up through time and time again. Ancient Kemet has been taken over by different lands many times, so you have to go back, go back, go back. Okay, this is what we're going to do. So this is the depiction, the real depiction within the museums and black markets, and in some instances are still left in the places where they just looted our amulets of gold and technologies and many things that they have found in our tombs and temples and caves, all right, and pyramids. But this is the true depiction of the Father, of the Son, Asar, all right, the first of his kind. All right, he had, you remember when I told you when my soul came out my body, there was a immortal being that came out. It was like it looked exactly like the Silver Surfer, but way more powerful. And it had golden bracelets on both arms and right here as well. And it had on a golden helmet and golden bracelets on the feet. Okay, as you see, the two goddesses of life, eternal life, are blessing him eternally with life and power with the Ankh in the hand. Okay, the eternal sun. And the depiction actually has Heru walking with a newly dead person, a person that just died. So he's walking his soul after being judged by the judges, you know, and his heart weighed against a feather with Jehuti over there. Okay, his heart was weighed against the feather and he made it to the invisible Son, the Father. Okay, so Heru, by way of Heru, no one can reach the Father without going through the Son. So Heru is taking him to meet the Father, Asar. Okay, know thyself. This is my people. We had this knowledge, and this is the divine depiction of it. Magical pictures. Now this is Anubis, Lord of the underworld, Lord and guide of the underworld. Okay, this is a lot of power and knowledge going on right here. The wisdom, which I cannot break down. Okay, these are the Wasetians. Okay, the people of ancients. This right here is Hemotep, either Hemotep or what's his name, man? The guy that constructed the pyramids, the first pyramids. It wasn't built by aliens or other things. This is the guy that constructed the pyramids with his divine wisdom and mathematics. Okay, created the pyramids, and his picture and his profile and everything is very well alive right now. King Khufu, yes, this is King Khufu. This is his name, King Khufu. All right. Now this is a boy on the left. This is a boy doing the holy pose. I don't know if he's entering a holy place or doing something that of divination, but this is a divination pose right here with the powers. And they're showing the resemblance of the Wasetians to the people, the Wasetians of today. They're still there. Our people are still all over the world. Let's continue. Here's a closer picture of him with the hands of power. Another boy, all right, with ancient words on the side of him, a Wasetian boy. Okay, this is our people today, man. These pictures right here are literally thousands of thousands of thousands of thousands of years BC. All right, we're still there. That's why they try to keep the African Americans away from their history. Because if they found out that they had the power, boy oh boy, they would remember. Look at this. Amenhet, Amemnet, or something like that. You know, BC. All right. Don't this look like my people now? I ain't gonna lie. This look like Brother Remedy H, man. That's crazy. All right, let's go back here. These are blurriness. These are pictures. These are on the walls. All right, they show distinction of color for a reason. To make no distinction between different nationalities, they were showing the different shades of my brothers and sisters. We knew. We even painted the Caucasians on our walls as well. So this is a queen, Kushite Nubian. She was a queen back in ancient days, in ancient Kushite days. It's queen. We're still written on the walls, man, with gold, dressed in gold and everything else, you know, on the walls of my people. All right, what's this? These are Sudanese brothers. Yes, brothers from different lands coming to Kemet, and they're doing trade. I know I was blurry through way of the queen. All right, the queen is coming. She got her peoples coming to Kemet. All right, we did trade. We did trade with everything, even the Atlanteans and everything. All right, we had brothers and sisters over there in the Amazon. They had an Amazonian queen that went to war with the Atlanteans and beat the Atlanteans, and then ended up making a truce. Okay, and considered where's Memnon from? He was the prince of Ethiopia. She marked Ethiopia as a holy land. Okay, a Naltic Nubian, the dreads, everything's still there. These are museums, in the British museums, and they kept encased, and some are still in the pyramids and walls that's been crumbled and looted by tomb raiders. Okay, let's go on. Now this tale interests me the most, and it struck my heart because this is exactly what happened to me. The bean of light with the crown of gold on here. This is still on the walls. Okay, over there on the walls, and the tale is, there's words written, the story behind it, and it's short because it's been so much destroyed that it had gold, and it had so much different relics and stuff that the tomb raiders got it. But the guy who went into this tomb, he was speaking, because this was a video that I had, that I actually started taking the pictures of what he was talking about. But this is about a god of unknown origin. See, because there are many different gods in this universe, man, and they come out of nowhere. And this was a tale about a god with a golden helmet, the braces on both arms and both feet, and it had on this skirt-like thing with this thing right here, just like the one that came out of my body, and it had a golden thing that's turning. It gave me 2 scrolls. And what ended up happening is this god took the hand of this mortal and showed him the way and power of the immortal, and turned him into a warrior. The god gave him, the tale is, the god gave him 2 blades, and it had and I researched this after this happened to me recently. So the 2 scrolls had words of power written in it, and it turned into magical blades. This is what happened to me when he gave me these blades, this being that came out of me with the golden helmet on, and the golden bracelets on both arms and both feet, with this thing on right here, and you see in the chest, the thing was turning in there. It gave me 2 blades, and the blades were magenta, the spiritual color magenta. That is at the top of the head, the power of the top chakra. It came out and it was see-through and it was beautiful, and I was able to destroy the being, the one of the shadows of death, called the Reaper, the Grim Reaper. There are many of these things, and people think it's just one because, see, in the English language, we always say the, like the Bible or the devil or the angel, but the thing is the or the hospital. But in other cultures, we understand that it's multiple. It's not just the hospital, like it's one. They say, that's why they say hospital. I went to hospital. They don't say I went to the hospital. They say I went to the hospital. When they say I pick up Bible, they say I pick up Bible because it's multiple different Bibles. Or when they say, I went to, you get what I'm saying. So there are multiple different higher realm gods and beings. Some of us are them. So he was able to walk with a god, and he was showing the path of the gods. This unknown god that was spoken about in time rarely, like very rarely. There are these different gods that come out of nowhere through legends, and these things are real because this is exactly what I experienced. I was given these blades that they were scrolls, little scrolls being written in gold, power, words of power, things that I didn't understand, like things like this. It was being inscribed, and these two magenta, like it came out like Star Wars, like bzz, bzz, and the shadow of death looked at it and it was like and then I chased it into the light. So these things are real, man. I crossed over, like I'm saying. So not just I understand more than ever that it's not just me, that you all too have a soul, and this soul is connected to that light. So you are a part of me. So there is no, the more I get my betherings higher into the realm of the light and higher up the tree of knowledge of life and wisdom, I'm going to receive power, you're going to receive power, and the benefits that come with it. I'm telling you, my African people knew this. Now we go to Lady Gaga and the lady that does spirit cooking and her rich and famous friends. As you see, this is a cake made in the image of blood and human. They're eating an image of a body. And I have pictures of her bathing in blood, and took these pictures of her transforming into a reptilian. I just didn't put it on a computer yet, but I will. But the ingredient, if you read her book, the ingredients in her things are witchcraft, and she goes into the tree of death, the knowledge of of wisdom of death, decay, and beasthood. And this guarantee you, this cake is made of like semen and possibly a whole bunch of blood, real blood, and different perverted materials shaped in the form of a cake, because she does this. She also does witchcraft into the beasthood, the left-hand path. So I'm trying to show you all these things in perspective. Don't hate me because you're mad at the things that I'm talking about. If you don't like the things that I talk about, please don't watch the videos, okay? And these things have nothing to do with color, because there are people of the soul has nothing to do with the skin, but the people of color, does have they were the guardians of things, okay? I witnessed this for myself. This was beautiful. But the Most High Creator will bless us.